just want to show you guys a little bit more about my question deck. The question deck here is a collective of 52 questions that are based actually on my 2-leaf reading cards. So for instance, we've got here, is there something or someone throwing me off balance? It's actually a question based on the scales card. Same with how should I deal with the blockage placed in my life is based on the mountain, and so on. So many people just shuffle these, draw out a couple of cards or charms. There is a lot of people here who read multi-divinational tools. They can be used with runes, they can be used with tarot, and so on. So you can shuffle, you can draw 3 cards if you want to do a profound thing. You would then look at that and think, okay, who or what is making me feel shackled? You would then shuffle your cards and you could draw your cards. And I'm working upside down, who would of me? And you could draw 3 cards for each question and so on. So, and you can read that, whether you choose 3 cards, 1 card or some charms. But another way to actually use these cards is you can actually create your own spreads. So you can go through here and pick out the cards or the topics that you want. So this one here, we're looking about what's making me a bit shackled, how you would release the blockage, who can help that part of me, where am I? And we just can go through here. Just looking for one that'll also marry up with that type of things. So where am I? Why is the road difficult? So these are all pretty heavy cards. But you see, you can use these and use those as your basis or creating a spread. So you can then look and get your paper out, draw around your cards or the boxes in a notebook, and you can put these in there and create your own spreads. And you can put them in any order you like. So you've got here, why is the road so difficult? How should we deal with the difficult? Who or what is causing the difficulty? And then you've got here how to look at it and manifesting things forward. So if this was a client, we'll use the invisible client here sitting opposite, which is usually one of the cats when I do these videos. So here I'm working upside down again. So we can draw, so you could even do 2 cards. So, and we'll just go 2 cards on each of these reads. So now my pictures are probably a little dark in here because it is night time here for us in Australia. So when we would look at it there, why do I make the road more difficult than it should be? And I've got, say, Mrs. 35-year-old, come out of a marriage, 3 kids, and she's blocked. We'll use that as the scenario. So she's got here, why do I make this road difficult than it should be? And you see that straight away I would look at to the client and say, well, it's not actually you that always makes the road difficult. There would tell me you've had a lot of stresses. Moon here would tell me, yes, it's time to hold up the mirror to those stresses and what is going on. So a difficult road is not always her to blame. So how should she deal with this blockage that's in her life? She's got Tunnel and the Mask. Beautiful card, because it would tell me they're both about visuals. Look at the long-term path ahead of her. Time to step out of the shadows. And she's got the Mask here, which tells me start showing who you are. Show the soul, show the beauty, and get past this blockage that you've had. So who or what is making it difficult? It may be a little hard for you to see. I'll bring this up here, there. It is a fairly dark card, my light. This is the grave, and here is the turtle. So who or what's making it feel shackled and restrained? Grave straight away would tell me the past, because it would tell me there's shadows and things that are still hanging around her that probably need boxing, slicing, dicing, bury the ex in the backyard. She's even got the turtle here, or the tortoise, which would tell me it's okay to protect herself, but she still must move forward and head towards the light and not the shadows of the past. So here when I see what or who, I'd say it's the problems because the shadows keep following her. So then we've got who or what can assist me on the journey to success. She's got the horse and the key. The horse here means freedom of expression. It's like the wind flowing through her hair. Horse there would tell me she needs to take the journey and do it openly, freely, where she does feel more at peace. And it's interesting, she's got the key, and the key would tell me open new doorways. But it's also interesting because horse is often a young male. Now, I don't mean young male like a child. There would indicate to me, open the door, new young male will enter your life. And it's quite interesting because that comes after that, which tells me new doorway, younger male will help release the shadows that she's had hanging around and why the blockage is there. So you can create your own spreads by using these 52 question decks. And when you look at 52 cards, they can be done in any combination. Some people here, I'll just pop these aside. Hang on, I'll pop those there. Some people would look at their cards and they may draw them and say, okay, that one feels hot, and they'll bring that up for their day, and they might draw 3 charms, 3 cards, 1 card, whatever's suitable for them. You could have these also laid out if you are doing restaurants, markets, that type of reading, divination. Again, have the client shuffle and choose a card, although some people don't like clients touching their cards. You can do that if you want, but you would still more than likely get your client to split the deck in a few different ways. And you can do it either way. You can either say, okay, we'll take the top card, or we can take the bottom card. And why not 2? Because there would tell me you've got 2 things that you need to look at the aspect in your life. So I hope that helps a little bit of this question deck, and it is used across any types of oracles. You can also use them with charms, runes, tarot, the list goes on. So I hope that helps, guys. Thanks for listening.